Hello everyone, my name is Shine. Today I am reacting to Oneus and Onewe. I do believe that is how you pronounce it. Obviously this is the boys from RBW. First and foremost, I keep getting these guys mixed up actually. But Onewe is the band. They were formerly known as Mass. And then Oneus is the boys of RBW boys. As they were called before, debut and whatnot. This is a pre-debut single that they are releasing prior to the debut. I will talk a lot more later about who Onewe is and Oneus is and, like my history with them and whatnot. So, without further ado, this is Onewe and Oneus. Last song. I'm also probably pronouncing the names wrong, so I do apologize because I have no idea how to pronounce them. Anyway, Onewe and Oneus, last song. Here we go. Ooh. Crying! I have cried so much lately. Both good and bad tears, but it's gonna be so good to see these boys finally debut. In the case of Onewe, it's gonna be good to see them re-debut again. I guess I should start with Onewe, because I'm actually watching this on Onewe's channel. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing the name, because I still, to this day, don't know how to pronounce it. But I'm gonna go start with, you know, Onewe. Like I said, I am watching this on their channel. But I have been following Onewe since they were known as Mass0094, like 2 years ago. And then they changed the name to Mass, and then now they're obviously Onewe again. So basically, I've been following these guys for 2 years. When I first initially found them, 2 years ago, from what I understood was that they were independent. Back when I found them, there are some sources that say they had a label back then. There's other sources that say they were independent. So I'm assuming they were independent. Like I don't know. I'm not too sure. So because I found them during their last activity, as I guess you can say with the name Mass 0094. And then obviously we had Dongmyeon on 101. That's when I found out they went to RBW. So I was really confused. I remember being really confused when I saw Dongmyeon with the RBW boys, and I was just like, okay, so then what happened to Mass? Because I think they changed her name prior to him, either prior to him going on 101 or after 101. I don't exactly remember when, but obviously he went through 101, and then obviously I was kind of waiting to see if they would, you know, re-debut again, or like if they'll put out more stuff. They hadn't really. They just did like a few changes to like the logos and everything, and then the unit came. And then obviously all of the boys were on the unit. They all made it through. Obviously Dongmyeon went a lot farther, but either way it brought like a good image to the boys. You know, they were really hardworking, especially since they're a band and they don't really know how to dance. Save for Dongmyeon, considering he was on 101, but still, it was so good to see them, you know, do their best while they were on the show. And then now we have them as Onewe. So this for me was kind of, I guess you could say, 2 years of waiting. Well, out of those 2 years, I waited maybe a year before news of them after like 101 and whatnot. So I've been with these kiddos for a long time. And obviously with Oneus, I've been with them, with some of them actually, since 101. Obviously, two of the boys there were on 101. Two? Was it two? Let me see. So I've waited for them for a year. The other boys came in just a little bit later. I'm looking up their profile right now because for the life of me, I can't remember who's who. Because they've added, or they've become a group, I think, sometime last year. Probably after 101, they went back to training and whatnot, obviously. So we've waited for them for a long time. So with Oneus, okay. I will start with Oneus, and then I'll go back to Onewe so to refresh people's memory of who's who. But in Oneus, there is 6 members. Raven, Soho, Lido, Kyunhee, and Hwangong, and Zeon. I probably butchered those names, like no tomorrow. That's right. There was also Mixed 9 kiddos too. Raven was on Mixed 9. And then he also was apparently, I'm looking at again a profile online, apparently he was supposed to debut in Victon, but he left. Sono, it's actually formerly known as Gunman. He was Gunman, but he legally changed his name to Sono, so that's something to note. Again, he was on 101, then he also was in Mixed 9 as well. And then Lido, don't know much about him, but yeah, Kyunhee, obviously we know Kyunhee, he was on 101. And then Hwan Woo, I'm so sorry, he was also on 101. So that's 3 of the boys on 101. And Zeon is our youngest. He is the twin brother of Dongmyeon. If you watch the unit, you notice that he gave out a what do you call it? A video message to Dongmyeon when he was on the unit. So that's who's on Oneus. Let me look up Onewe's profile. This is just for those who are like super new to Onewe and Oneus. And also it's kind of a refresher for me because I need to remember who's who. But yes, so Onewe used to be called, you know, Mass 0094. So yeah, obviously we have Young. Again, these guys are also on the unit. So we have Younghoon, Harin. Oh my gosh, where is it? Younghoon, Harin, Kwangin, Dongmyeon, and Sia. So like I said, back in I think it was either 2015 or 2016 I found them. So about 2-3 years I've been kind of following them. But they went on, you know, Produce 101. Well, Dongmyeon went on Produce 101, and then all the members went on the unit. And then we have them finally back again with us under a different name, although okay, this is one thing I want to put out there. It's like, I kind of wish that they kind of kept the Mass name, because, you know, that name was kind of getting known thanks to the unit, because we saw how hardworking they were, you know, trying to do their best with the dance and everything, despite them being a band. They did so well. So, I'm excited to see these guys again, Onewe at least. It's good to see some of the familiar faces of Onewe Oneus. I'm really excited for their debut, whenever that will be. So yeah, all in all, simply put, I forgot to talk about the song mainly because I wanted to get out who Onewe Oneus was. I believe that the kind of concept that the two teams are kind of going for, I kind of want to say is kind of like 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. If you don't know, you know, obviously 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. were two separate groups. One specialized in one thing, the other is another group, but together they formed a collective, or at least they did. I actually don't remember too much about them because it's been hard to follow them a lot, but I think, yeah, Onewe Oneus and Onewe are kind of like, together they can make groups, they're like a collective, it's what I want to call it, like a group together as well. They can collaborate together, but then obviously separately we have Onewe Oneus. So yeah, again, all in all, simply put, the song itself I really love. I kind of hope that we get to see a lot more collaborations between the two teams, like as they start debuting and whatnot, even if, you know, we have the dance team and the band team. I hope we can get like maybe something of this style, because it seems like it's so much fun to see them perform together and whatnot, because I've seen obviously their, I guess, showcase that they've posted on here, obviously the reality show too. I've been obviously carefully watching at least Onewe for about 2-3 years. I've been watching Onewe Oneus since 3 of them were on Produce last year. So I'm pretty excited for these kiddos, really excited to see where they go. Hopefully, I'm hoping that Onewe does have at least a bit of freedom to do what they used to do, you know, have a little bit of more freedom of, I guess, yeah, like what they used to do, you know. I know they're a band, so there's like it's a lot different than dance groups, so I still hope they have that kind of freedom to, you know, figure out their sound since they are a band and whatnot. Hopefully I'm making sense, but, yes. Again, all in all, simply put, I love the song. I really hope we get to see more collaborations. I'll also link the profiles I found, in the description if you guys want to know a little bit more about the boys. So yeah, I don't know when they'll debut. I'm pretty sure it's going to be soon. Maybe October, or maybe November. We'll see. I'm just really excited to see these boys again. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.